This is Jermaine reporting for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. I'm here with Albert Prince Bell. How you doing, champ?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm very well, man. Thanks for taking the time to join me. Obviously, I know you've been busy and I'm probably training still. I want to ask you though, champ. Obviously, I want to ask you how you first got into boxing and tell us a bit about yourself for the British boxing fans who don't know who you are.
Well, I've been around boxing my whole life. My father was actually my coach. He was a fighter. I got older brothers that box and an uncle that box. So, I was learning how to walk and talk in the boxing gym. So I've been boxing my entire life.
Brilliant, brilliant. So your father, you would say your father's been your inspiration?
I think my surroundings would be my inspiration. You know, he the one that got me going. But you know, wanting better for myself and being able to provide for my family with my own two hands. That's kind of my inspiration.
Brilliant, brilliant. Obviously, you fought on 10th of April, right? On Joe Smith Jr Undercard. Obviously,
Yeah.
You now moved to 18-0 with that win. How do you rate your performance that night and the win?
I ain't thought about that yet. I give myself like a B. You know, I gave my finish A plus for my finishing at the end, but I could have controlled distance a little better during some of the rounds, but I was having fun in there. You know, usually I box and just make it real clean and simple, but you know, to mix it up and show some different, you know, different diagrams of my game. You know, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the performance. I watched the undercard, and I watched the whole main event. Fantastic night. Obviously, being a top ranked fighter, you're always going to be on some great shows. How did it feel to be part of such a great show of obviously Joe Smith Jr fighting and winning the world title? How did it feel to be on that show?
I was more excited about fighting with my brother Jared again. You know, being on the same card together. So it been a minute. We fought on the Reno card together, I believe. That was in 2019 when Shakur Stevenson won his first world title. So I was more excited just to be fighting again with my brother. You know.
Yeah.
But the overall card, it was some great talent on there. It was a good night of boxing from top to bottom. So I'm always excited to be on these top ranked cards.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I saw a tweet an Instagram post you put the other day, obviously saying you want to step up now and fight in some big fights.
Yeah.
I also checked the Wbo rankings, and you're number 10th in the Wbo rankings. Obviously, you got likes of obviously in the UK Archie Sharp, who's number 4. Obviously, you got Shakur Stevenson, who's number 2 in line, and obviously the champion Jamal Herring. Do you want to be involved in one of these fighters? Obviously, like you've got some great fighters. Do you want to be involved in these sort of fights against the champions?
Yes. I'm interested in fight, you know, undefeated contenders or, you know, former world champions and world champions only, you know. But until those fights happen, I'm just, you know, doing what I got to do one at a time until I'm in mandatory position or until when I land one of those fights.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it's a great division. Super-featherweight is popping at the moment. Obviously, you got Lats yourself, of course, Stevenson. You got so many great fighters. You got Colbert. You got Nova. You got Archie Sharp in the UK. You got Raymond Ford. So many great fighters overseas in America and in the UK. How does it feel to be a part of that generation of boxers?
It felt good. You know, it feel like I believe the sport moving in the right direction. You know, they always talk about how boxing is dead, but it's so much talent in birth. You know what I mean? If these fights be made, our sport is headed in the great direction because it's a lot of talent.
100%, 100%. Obviously, like I said, mentioned yourself, Ofer Jones Jr., just third, Raymond Ford, Colbert. You've got so many great fighters. And obviously in the UK, the lads, I don't know if you know these guys, Zelfa Barrett, Archie Sharp. You also got Josh Warrington as well. You've got some great fighters and some great former champions over here as well. So I'm sure you want to be involved in this sort of fights.
Yes, sir. 100%. 100%.
I wanted to ask you also, though, if you had to, would you be willing to come over to the UK to fight these guys to climb up the rankings?
I would love to come over to the UK. You know, y'all have a great fan base. Y'all love boxing. Y'all support boxing 100%. It's always a great atmosphere when I watch on the card. So I would love to come over there and fight one day, you know?
Brilliant, brilliant. I want to ask you, though, obviously, you must have an idea on who you maybe want to fight, obviously next, and who you want to fight in the future. Any names you look at think would be a great fight?
You know, any of the guys, man, for real, to be honest. But I would say, Tevin Farmer is would be a good matchup. Gabriel Flores, Abraham Nova, Jamil Herring. Well, I know Miguel Burchell to be looking to bounce back soon.
You got Joseph Diaz as well.
You got Joseph Diaz. You got the Roger Gutierrez that just won the WBA belt. I know the IBF is vacant at 130 pounds. It's a lot of good fights that I'm interested in.
Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned Jamal Herring. Obviously, he come off a win against Frampton in Dubai. How do you rate his performance that night?
I would definitely give him an A+ on that performance. He went there and did exactly what he was supposed to do. He used his height, used his reach. He let Carl run in the shots, and he finished him. My hat's off to him for that performance.
Yeah, it's fantastic performance. Obviously, over here, a lot of people in the UK was probably swinging towards obviously Frampton and getting a win. But obviously, Jamal Herring showed how great a champion he was that night, and used his strengths very, very well that night.
Yeah, he did his thing. He did his thing most definitely.
Brilliant, brilliant. Obviously, I want to ask you. Obviously, you're with Top Rank. I want to ask you, what's it like being under Bob Arum, such a legendary promoter?
They treat me very well. I love it. The people are nice. I have no bad experiences. They keep me on world title cards. They doing exactly what they say they're gonna do for me. Bob got a lot of experience in this game and moving me in the way that I need to be moved. So I have no problem with it. I like being with Top Rank.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Obviously, there's a fight coming up, undisputed title fight on the 22nd of May between Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Albert, who do you think is going to win this fight, and why do you think they're going to win?
It's really a 50-50 fight. People say that all the time, it's 50-50 fights. But, if Josh get into a war how he did with Regis Prograis, then I could see Jose Ramirez pulling that off, because Jose is just so relentless and in the inside game and bruising the fighter up and just staying on top of him and pressing, that could give Josh a lot of problems. But if Josh used his God-given talent and use his skills that we know he have and use distance and angles and stay sharp all night, it could give Jose all the problems he won in the world, and he could get the fight. So it's all about game plan, the tactics. But I really just want to be a fan and just watch that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. It's a fight what a boxing's been looking forward to for a long, long time. Obviously, you've got another undisputed title fight, which is probably going to be made very, very soon between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, heavyweight all British undisputed title fight. I want to ask you, Albert, how do you see this fight going?
I think that's another great fight. Anthony Joshua is very explosive, have skills, put his combinations together, can show he can box how he did in a rematch with Ruiz Jr. He boxed and moved. But I favor Fury in that fight, though. Tyson Fury is just the best heavyweight in the game right now, in my eyes. He can box you, he can walk you down, he has the defense. He has the heart of a lion. The second fight he took some right hands from Wilder in the first round, so didn't even budge him. So he shows you got a chin, and you got to nail him down if you want to keep him down. So I favor Fury. He just got the package, got the whole skill package.
Yeah. And another fight I want to mention, obviously, this is happening next week, because it's another massive unification fight between Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. How do you see this fight going?
I believe Canelo is probably the best boxer in the game right now. Billy Joe Saunders can make it difficult, because we see Canelo, when he has problems, it's against guys that can box with great feet work. And I know Billy Joe Saunders can box. He got great movement, he know how to box from distance well. But I'm leaning towards Canelo. Canelo he's just on a different. He's just different right now. He just it's his I don't know. He's just special right now. He giving the world like some. I don't know, man. That guy, he a smart fighter in there. He breaks guys down.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, Canelo now is very, very hard to beat. He's come leaps and bounds, and he's the face of boxing at the moment. He is the face
Yeah,
of boxing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Canelo, man, that guy's special.
100%, 100%. Albert, before I let you go, though, I want to ask you, what's your short-term and long-term futures?
Short term, you be landing some of these big fights and get my first world championship. Long term, is probably to be a 2 to 3. About a 3-division world champion. And get out the sport comfortably at a nice age, with financially stable, and looking on to my next journey after that.
Brilliant, brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing you in your next fight. I'm looking forward to following your journey. I want to thank you very much for taking the time to join me today, and I wish you nothing but the best, champ.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you having me on anytime. Just let me know and I'll jump on.
Brilliant. Thank you, man. God bless.
Always.
All right, take care.